We up and I'm feeling like a new me. Stacking new sets, some new E. NFTs, all of them you need. Back in my zone like 2-3. All time high, hit a new peak. Let's go. Homie, the Bulls is back. I said the Bulls is back.
GM, we have a bit of a V-shaped recovery here on our hands with Bitcoin, as you can see from the chart there. Looks pretty damn wild. Bitcoin up to 69.7 as we're filming here, pressing towards 70k, which if we can close 70k or above today, that will be super, super bullish. Huge bullish engulfing candles potentially on the cards for today due to the fact CPI has come in softer than expectations. So let's just jump into the video and see the numbers and what's been going on today. If you enjoy this one, make sure you do subscribe to the channel. So we've had plenty of doom and gloom on the timeline, but core CPI has come in below forecast. So weaker or less inflation than expected, 0.2%, forecast was 0.3. CPI month over month has come in at 0%, and the year over year down from estimates of 3.4% to now 3.3%. So this is why we're going to see the potential, not for a cut today, 99.9% certainty Jerome is not cutting at 7 p.m. UK time today. Into July, there's a small chance, just 14%, but we're now banking on a cut in September. Obviously, the election takes place in November. I would think that maybe there is greater probability of the 31st of July than just 14% due to the fact they may want to actually see the effects of an interest rate cut and get people feeling that, you know, in their homes, in their day-to-day life before the actual election, which takes place at the start of November. So 2 cuts priced in, the second one coming in December there. So that is pretty much what has been telegraphed. So quick notes here from TED Talks Macro. Currently, the market is pricing in 1 to 2 cuts by December. However, the Fed indicated 2 or 3 cuts back in March via their dot plot. Now today they also revised the dot plot. So this is why we will rather sadly be watching Jerome's presser, seeing the Q&A session and what he talks about, the dot plot, and the dot plot is released at 7. I think the press conference is 7:30 p.m. So we're going to see more on this rate cutting cycle tonight. So it is quite a big day overall. Hence, we've had a big pump from the markets due to the numbers being softer and probably a lot of people de-risking into that event. Now, we've also got Trump once again shouting from the rooftops that he is pro-crypto. Vote for Trump. Bitcoin mining may be our last line of defense against a CBDC, central bank digital currency, i.e. China on steroids for whoever adopts this. Zero privacy over your spending. CBDCs are something that honestly I am quite scared of. Biden's hatred of Bitcoin only helps China, Russia, and the radical communist left. We want all the remaining Bitcoins to be made in the USA. It will help us be energy dominant. So Trump is sounding the horn for crypto yet again. So I think this is going to sway a ton of voters. If I could vote in the US elections, I would 100% be voting for him. I think generally in the media, crypto is not that well kind of covered or represented, even though a lot of people are obviously very much into cryptocurrency. And so if you do have a candidate that is pro some of your beliefs and what you're spending your time doing, like myself here, I think it's very important to actually hype them up a bit. So not that I'm a massive like make America great again person, as someone commented on a video just the other day. I'm from the UK, I'm a Brit, I can't even vote anyway, but I would rather see my country, and I would rather see the UK as well, start backing crypto properly and actually embrace the industry, as I'm sure there'll be huge wealth effects from that as well. So prosperity wise makes a lot of sense. He's also met with the founder of CleanSpark, the mining company as well, and apparently he loves what they're building. So super interesting. We've also seen this doing the rounds a couple of times, a diagram of M2 money supply actually starting to tick up. You can see a very small green tick here. So liquidity potentially increasing, interest rate cuts now on the horizon, more of a shoe-in after today's prints as well. You're seeing political stance again showing that they're positively in favor of crypto. So if Trump does get voted in, very bullish crypto and markets, it would seem. Now, Chumba1 posted this. I thought this was good alpha. Still a ways to go before we're clear, but a good start today with the price action. GCR said a few months ago that when the top is in, we will believe that tops are not mathematically possible anymore. I didn't necessarily see how this could be true given how cautious everyone has been in this cycle, apart from around that end of March period when we did top, and a lot of altcoins topped at that point as well. But one way we could get this kind of Pavlov type response, he says, remember Pavlov's dog if you've done a bit of nature nurture in your studies anytime in life, but we could have that kind of response to drawdowns where they consistently get reversed over a few days or a week over and over again, and then that's where you get hit with the big whammy, the dip of the dips, the one that does not recover. So do bear that in mind. And when people are screaming that dips or bears are idiots, it's probably a good time to really think about taking some off the table. Now, what's been interesting to see is this one. Solid Intel is quite a good alpha poster, and they posted whales have purchased almost $250,000 Ethereum tokens during the recent dip, almost $1 billion there. So pre-ETF, that was the shakeout potentially. ETH is up again today around 4.5%. And the whales have accumulated. So just in time for the ETF to go live, I would imagine. Now, token launch number 1 here, IONET is now trading. I did not pick up enough. I started to DCA, but I was not aggressive enough. And as you can see here, broke the highs earlier today. That was the kind of contract highs from the launch yesterday, around $4.60. Did come down as low as 330-ish down there somewhere, and then it's broken above today. I think some people have bid this thing quite hard, and it pushed all the way up to over 6, now at 540. Would like to see it come and retest this line around this kind of 450-ish region again, and I'll probably pick up a bit more. Haven't yet picked up my Tapioca, but I will be doing so. This is the LBP for Tapioca. This is on Arbitrum. You come, bring your USDC, and you'll receive the TAP token in the form of LTAP at a price point currently of $2. This will change depending on if people are bidding or not bidding. There's 1 day and 5 hours left remaining on this. Market cap is just 15 mil. I think that's an absolute steal. Maximum emissions 1 year out would be at 74 million. It's not possible really for them to hit max emissions, so you can take some of that off that. If you want to do and see a bit of a deep dive on this, I've got a full deep dive on Tapioca on the Blockmates channel, and I do talk about the tokenomics in that as well, and you'll see why it's not possible for it to hit the full emissions. But 15 mil starting market cap for an omni-chain money market and also a stablecoin play with USD0, which will be their native stablecoin. I think that is a very juicy price point. So I need to pull my finger out here and start bidding on this. I'll probably do it over 2 bids, one tonight and then one tomorrow on the final days to see if there's any change in price and try and get a bit of an average on my entry. So quick scan of the markets here. You can see obviously a lot of green there. Solana pushing towards 160s. Biggest gainers, the likes of Injective, Render, Uniswap, Pepe. We've got Whiff, Tau, just to name a few. Not many losers, Wormhole and Floki there, but almost all the rest in the positives. Leading categories seems to be frog-themed tokens are doing well for some reason. Bitcoin L2s, and we have the likes of Binance Launch Pools, of course, because IONET is in there, and that's up like 45% over the last 24 since it launched. So still some work to be done. Does look good though generally. The data coming in has been obviously supportive of risk assets here, and we'll wait. It's about 2 hours from filming here, the FOMC statement, and then the press conference at 7:30. So I'll be watching that. We'll do an update tomorrow to see if anything major changes, but potentially this could be a turning point in the markets. But we'll wait and see and not get too ahead of ourselves as we have been hurt too many times before here. Hope you enjoyed this one. See you in the next one. Peace.